It seems every day we learn more about autism and Asperger's syndrome, which is categorized as a mild form of autism. This morning we have the chance to speak live to author Jesse Saperstein. Jesse was diagnosed with Asperger's at the age of 14, and this is his new book. It is called Atypical: Life with Asperger's in 20 and a Third Chapters. Good morning.
Thanks for having me, Evan.
Well,
Good morning.
thank you for joining us. Jesse, tell us why you decided to write the book Atypical.
Well, I graduated from Hobart and William Smith colleges in 2004, and I basically had no idea what I was going to do afterwards. So I hiked the entire Appalachian Trail for the Joey DiPaolo AIDS Foundation from March 2005 to October 2005, and it raised over $19,000 for a pediatric AIDS camp, and it gained a lot of media attention. And I was not public about my condition back then. I should have been, because it would have been a chance to show the public what someone like me could accomplish. But I decided to write a book about my experiences and hoping to educate the public about the side of Asperger's that we should pay attention to, and autism in general.
And Jesse, certainly anyone with autism or Asperger's has varying for lack of a better term, has varying degrees in terms of how it manifests, how it affects their day-to-day life. And some of the things that you write about in this book are things like overcoming bullying and chronic rejection. Is that more prevalent with people who have Asperger's?
Well, Asperger's is the absolute mildest form of autism, but in my opinion, the challenges and problems it creates are anything but mild. In fact, they're quite severe. And with me, it tends to affect my social interaction, and it's so mild that it's perceived as a character flaw. Now, we all say things that are inappropriate once in a while. It's part of being a human being, not just having a disability. But with someone who has Asperger's syndrome, it tends to happen all the time. And we have to find the balance between understanding what's Asperger's syndrome or autism and what's just plain bad behavior, and be tolerant of the mild superficial differences that it creates in people like myself.
And before we let you go, I wonder, Jesse, if you can tell us, and once again, the book is called Atypical: Life with Asperger's in 20 and a Third Chapters. Why 20 and a Third chapters?
Because people with Asperger's syndrome are quite precise, and that's just a quirky way to show the eccentricities that can create incredible contributions to society. And my publishing company and I thought it would be really cute to do that.
I like it. I like it quite a lot. Hey, in about 30 seconds, how has your book been received? I imagine you're hearing from people, and you will continue to hear from people. Has it been a good experience so far?
Definitely, and the whole point of the book is that tolerance and acceptance have to be a two-way effort in order for it to thrive within our society. And it's gotten outstanding reviews from Sigourney Weaver, Temple Grandin, and I'm hoping that more will come, and people will see the positive side of Asperger's, and my experiences, my successes will not be so atypical amongst our society.
It's a fascinating read, even just thumbing through it. I look forward to reading the full book, and great stuff. Jesse, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck with the book.
Thank you so much for having me, Evan.
All right, Jesse Saperstein, and the book is called Atypical.